Sure, I see that happening this season. And none of the players seems poised to score that. But that was such a rush of goals. And wonderful! Absolutely spectacular there. From a totally crazy angle, from absolutely an impossible angle. Hatman from nowhere, from nothing, have created another goal. And look at the adulation from the pitch and from the bench. Everybody saying, Emeka Ogbugh, thank you very much. They seem to think that they've actually got this game wrapped up now. But that was a goal worthy of a match winner.
And that was a wonderful solo effort. There didn't seem to be any danger, even when he got himself into the penalty area. The fans here, they're going crackers. But you can see here, just looked like another routine attack. He decided to take matters into his own hands. Turns Nzeba this way and that, and Ejogu again beaten at his near post. I don't think he expected that to be on target, but that man alone, Emeka Ogbugh, you can see what he did to Nzeba. One way, the other, and bang into the back of the net. 2-1 it is.
One of the most experienced defenders in the land. Heartland come attacking, and that's a shot on target. No, the goalkeeper Fabi had a touch to it. Emeka Ogbugh it was.
This kid is famed when it comes to striking the ball. I saw him score a couple of wonderful goals at the Dan Anyam Stadium. Took on it, dribbled Sheung Akinyemi successfully and hit a belter that was tipped out for a corner kick by Fabi.
That's when they dropped that. This is Bright Ejike. Oh, good. This is visionary, really, for Heartland in the box. And this is opportunity. Side netting only from Emeka Ogbugh because they went out instead of going for goal himself.
Yeah, commendations for Ejike, who saw him from the far distance and that long field pass. He took out Izu Joseph. Unfortunately,
strike them from this range.
And the side for Chinomoniware, there's also Emeka Ogbugh. It's a toss-up who's going to take it. It looks like Emeka Ogbugh is going to strike it and seems to be going for goal. It's a distance he could exploit, and he almost got it right there. And that one is blasted away unbelievably. Golden opportunities, but that was a wonderful, tricky free kick.
Well, it took a bounce on the top, not the easiest. And, well, that was a total waste by the Ghanaian. You could see that bounce. I think he made Rotimia experience as he is not to hold it first time. And well, he never got over the ball. Bright Ejike tees up Emeka Ogbugh on the left. He's a tricky play, and his legs fly from range. And he did take a touch. That will be a corner kick, the first one.
Emeka Ogbugh, they're trying to create some space for himself, and in all of this, Friday Achimugu was glad that the ball took some deflection, ricocheted off one of his defenders. That's the
coach of Nembe City.
Emeka Ogbugh standing over the ball. That's a free kick. They could get something out of this one, and there's a great shot going forward. And oh well, Stolios has. And Heartland coming forward again, an opportunity. And it struck sweetly, but the goalkeeper chose his angle just right. His positioning was excellent, and that was an attempt from Emeka Ogbugh.
Good forward play by Heartland. Ogbugh just created a yard of space for himself, and he was trying to do too much, trying to squeeze it into that near post, but
together, trying to send the ball into the box, but that was a poor cross. Ubido, he didn't get a good purchase on it, and an opportunity, and that should have been a goal. That ought to be a goal, but somehow it's just scrambled away.
Honestly, this is a succession of gilt-edged opportunity. There, the defender left for dead. That was a super save by Danladi Issa, but the player rushing forward there to try to...
Ifeanyi, and the whistle has gone. The ball in the back of the net. The whistle had gone for offside, but a really well struck finish there by Ogbugh. Ifeanyi's cross, neat turn. I know he's given a free kick, not for offside. Square. In comes the cross. And off the woodwork into the back of the net. It's finished off there by Ogbugh, and once again, a goal disallowed. What misfortune for Ogbugh Emeka. Lovely turn there from Guy Koemian. Played it square. The cross came back. He managed to win it. It comes off the crossbar and in an offside position.
A defender, ball brought back in, is a money worry. And Ogbugh makes that space, and it's a fantastic goal for Hatland. Lightning struck it twice. He did that same thing against Enyiba, and again Emeka Ogbugh has done it for Hatland. Very super finish. He's been tracking that all game. At that time, it came off with aplomb. Super goal for Hatland.
Emeka Ogbugh went to the byline, and like he did about 10 days ago, made sure he hit it hard and very low to goalkeeper Friday Achimughu's goal. Despite the despairing dive of Friday Achimughu, it didn't come near the ball. It sailed under Achimughu for the third goal. And the fans that were a few minutes ago singing the praises of the away team, Giwa FC, have now turned back. All of a sudden, Hatland is the best thing that could ever happen to them. And they're on the trails and on the praises of their beloved Hatland.
It's actually a fantastic finish for, he's getting the fans up on their feet. Emeka Ogbugh. It was exactly the same sort of goal he scored to help Hatland beat Enyimba at this same ground and from this same side, except on that day, he fired high into the roof of the net. From a superb winger.
And the rout was complete in the 83rd minute when Emeka Ogbugh ran onto a loose ball in the wiki half before beating the keeper with ease.
About Victor Mboma, he shouldn't give up. I will not give up. Something just struck me. The man in goal perhaps has started keeping in the league, Nigerian league, where some of the players on the part of Remo were yet to be born.
Exactly, truly so. It is opportunity back on the for Rivers United. It is Emeka Ogbugh that has given Rivers United a 2-0 lead here in Shagamu. And goalkeeper Dekule Tunde, that man, his ball handling has been very poor, but on this occasion, nothing he could do.
Emeka Ogbugh stood to profit from that one. Make sure he buried them clinically. Kanute, it was who hit the ball. Goalkeeper tried his best, but then an empty net it was. All Emeka Ogbugh had to do was just to direct it past Okonga Osas in front of the 18-yard box to make it the second. This is not just the only venue where goals have been scored. Aqua have come to say that, listen, we could have many of our of Victor Mboma and the rest of them out in the 18-yard box, calling for the ball. Unfortunately, he had a very, very poor kick.
Now, almost searching for the third. Emeka Ogbugh.
Emeka trying to weave his way past the defenders there. I believe he went in too soft. Okwanga Osas stood rigidly behind him as he went to ground, perhaps calling for a penalty.
But materials to get the sort of result they want.
And that's a good run from Odumegwu. Maybe giving himself too much to do. He's brought down, they've got a free kick. That's what tenacity has done for Emeka Ogbugh, actually.
Emeka Ogbugh walked straight into a starting berth here after he joined from relegated Heartland of Owerri, and he's
effectively snuffing out that opportunity for Rabat. It's a trip. It's going to be a free kick to Rivers United. Inadvertent, really, I think, but a trip nonetheless. The Moroccan bench obviously not too displeased with what they're seeing at the moment.
Absolutely. Emeka Ogbugh cannot understand. Well, I think this should have been a foul that could have had a yellow card. I mean, that was persistent fouling of Emeka Ogbugh. That's the point he was making to Jean-Claude.
The Professional Football League, Rivers United, as we earlier pointed out, beating Rangers 3-1, even without one or two of their most potent strikers in Port Harcourt. And Rangers, oh, that's looking great there. That is wonderful, but without one or two of their most potent strikers in Port Harcourt. And Rangers, oh, that's looking great there. That is wonderful, but the finish.
Well, because this was a quick counter that nearly caught the Rangers back 4 out. Surprisingly, the captain for the day, Chibuzo Madu, couldn't keep it up.
It's good to catch them young, bring the fans, bring them young to the stadium. Bonayo Kemiri bringing down Ogbugh for Heartland's free kick.
Twice he went in hard. Here you see going hard on Emeka Ogbugh. Before then, he was also hard on yet another player. Why? Okay.
Great header, taking the ball away. Great header, taking the ball away.
It's a long one across, but the ball still in the possession of Heartland. The ball bubbled between the two players. And I guess it's Heartland that get the benefit of the doubt there, because I had a very clear impression that the ball touched both players' hands.
Well, you can see there a combination of chest and hand, and then a body charge. I think it came off Ogbugh's chest, came off Ihunda's
way. This is one such opportunity. The free kick is awarded from a good position where they can dig out something, and what a finish that was! What an absolute stunner!
It was a devilish kind of free kick, and he was left all alone. Ofemi now was looking around, but the danger was right in his front. One touch behind. Well, that was point blank, and Sunday Rotimi couldn't do anything.
Heartland would have taken the 3 points at stake here. Absolute poacher's reaction there from Ajungwa.
Absolutely. Has got to concentrate here again. And that looks like one header for the goal, and that's a super opener for Heartland. And it is Bright Ejike.
Last 3 encounters both teams have made. Very clever boy. All he had to do was just to tip the ball, throw it, deflect it from an unsuspecting goalkeeper, Chimugu Friday. GK. In the last 3 encounters both teams have made. Very clever.
GK. And that ball again takes forward. It's Omonowari who gets to it first. That's actually Emeka Ogbugh, and he gets a corner kick off that. Good attacking play by Heartland and good defending from Giwa.
Brilliant technique there by Emeka Ogbugh. He turned, leaving his marker for...
Here is Omonowari who again tees up Emeka Ogbugh. Is he going to strike for goal? He tries to look for Bright GK. It will be.
Heartland surely want to be in the lead. That was Emeka Ogbugh weaving his way into the area and squaring the ball. Unfortunately, he didn't get to meet Bright Ejike, who was waiting for it until it was somewhat contributed, so to say. That's what you draw.
It's Ejike. Ogbugh gets past his man, drives it across. Achemugu drops it and gets it at the second attempt. Hats and mouth time for the Giwa dugout.
Achimugu has every right to be angry as his defender. He needs some coverage. There were 3 Enyimba attackers. A slip by him could have just meant the ball being tipped into the net. Remember, you got
of the season. Enyimba is leading. Giwa is leading. Warriwo is leading. Emeka Ogbugh, he's done well, and again, Achimugu to the rescue for Giwa FC. Very deadly team going forward. Very few.
Bush. A chance coming. A chance coming. Along with that, at this moment, they are keeping possession, and all that's all they need to do. But here's comes Ogbugh. Ogbugh on the move to win it for Heartland, and it is not there. Unbelievable.
this is a miss that this team will not like to remember for long.
Emeka Ogbugh did all the dangerous work and dropped the ball for Ekeze Chukwuwike. All Ekeze had to do was to tap the ball into an empty net. Brilliant work there by Ogbugh, but then Chukwuwike chose to back pass that ball. In fact, to slide it to goal kick.
The game has ended already, but Ekeze Chukwuwike's miss.
Like the young man, player that scored from impossible angles, had two of such goals here last season. That's him. Winning a throw-in for his side. Ubido. Emeka Ogbugh. Emeka Ogbugh has got Usu in the box. Ogbugh doing very well. And Hatland comes. Oh! The statistician can add 3 points to their haul. For the 3 points
of that. And it is Hatland sending the ball forward and the ball through. And all to run for Ogbugh, tries it across, and the great one. Defensive.
Here comes Osas. A chance for a left-footed cross into the box ahead. And this one, what a shot there. And of course, the Hatland players are turning on the heat.
And that way, I think he made a meal of that challenge. But watch this bedlam in the Enyimba defense. Good climb, good header down by Said Mubadaru. The ball was headed out. How about that for a bullet? Very good ball driven in. You can see the header, the first one from Emeka Ogbugh. The ball was headed sideways, and it was Julius Ubido thrashing it goal.
Ogbugh. Challenged by Udoji, no chance at all. Nice play from Ogbugh. Ogbugh crosses, clearance from Aiden to Hatland Rider. Ogbugh. Udoji far side, and surely it's going to be a quick one. Enyimba, a chance to cross the ball in, and it does cross, and a chance coming for Enyimba. That player could not get it. A shot coming from Bobby Sokari, and a clearance, goal clearance for Hatland. Whoa! Ogbugh has turned the attacker who has saved Hatland.
Hatland have had a series of opportunities. Emeka Ogbugh has not been responsible. Coming forward again, and that ball swung across the header, just taking it backwards, and a shot. That's a goal equalizer, and that is the leveler. Oh, what a
season, or rather second goal. But you can see very good attacking play. The ball was driven across into the box. The defensive header didn't get far, and when the ball was set up nicely for him, he simply had all the time in the world to lash it. But that's good communication between Hatland's two frontmen.
Trying to send the ball into the box, but that was a poor cross. Ubido, he didn't get a good purchase on it, and an opportunity, and that should have been a goal. That ought to be a goal, but somehow it's just scrambled away. Well, lifeline.
Honestly, this is a succession of gilt-edged opportunity. There, the defender left for dead. That was a super save by Danladi Issa, but the player rushing forward there to try to...
Talking in his head is brought down as a free kick. A rather cynical tackle there from Yinka Adedeji. Lucky to get away with it. As he was. But they've got a very determined Hatland side to contend with now. What a pass that was. Well, I'm sure it's not time for showboating just yet, but you should take another look at that.
That looked good to see.
Peter Onyekachi has not been having the best of games here, but look at that again.
That's absolutely fantastic. If that
Peter Onyekachi has not been having the best of games here, but look at that again.
That's absolutely fantastic. If that had been kept in by Moniwari, it would have gotten
into 3 goals. I'm not sure I see that happening this season,
And none of the players seems poised to score that. But that was such a rush of goals. And wow, wonderful! Absolutely spectacular there. From a totally crazy angle, from absolutely an impossible angle. Had that from nowhere, from nothing, have created another goal. And look at the adulation from the pitch and from the bench. Everybody saying, Emeka Ogbugh, thank you very much. They seem to think that they've actually got this game wrapped up now. But that was a goal worthy of a match winner.
And that was a wonderful solo effort. There didn't seem to be any danger, even when he got himself into the penalty area. The fans here, they are going crackers. Then you can see here, just looked like another routine attack. He decided to take matters into his own hands. Turns Nzubane this way and that, and Ejogu again beaten at his near post. I don't think he expected that to be on target, but that man alone, Emeka Ogbugh, you can see what he did to Anezemba. One way, the other, and bang, into the back of the net. 2-1 it is to Heartland.